Hi, my name is Anna DeLopo, and this is our first video regarding moms and dads who work. I'm making this open to the entire world. Please send in your advice for anyone who is a mom or a dad who works full-time, part-time, if you're in the corporate world, or if you teach yoga, if you're home-based, if you have your own business, if you're a massage therapist, if you work in the hotel industry or the restaurant industry. Your only criteria is that you do have some kind of job, part-time or full-time. I've been in practice in my own business for 16 years. I'm a licensed acupuncturist in California. And the thing that I've found to be the biggest challenge for many people who are parents, whether they're married or divorced or they're single moms and dads, is being able to manage their careers or their jobs and being a parent. The driving around is one of the hardest things. Waking up in the morning, making sure that the kids are taken care of, they're well, they're fed, they're out the door, they're at school on time, the driving around after school, the activities, the tutors, the sports activities, the weekends, the parties, the social activities, on top of getting good grades. That's all a challenge for many parents. And that's, I think, primarily because we don't have the opportunity to go to school to learn how to be a professional or a day laborer or whatever it is that we do and be a parent. We just don't have that. So I would like this to be the platform. This is how I want to give back to the community and allow us to just share pearls of wisdom on how we live our lives. I'm going to be talking to moms and dads, because I don't want anyone to be left out. But this is specifically, when I talk, it's going to be specifically to working moms, because I feel that there are many moms out there that have to wear multiple hats. I have patients, like I just met a woman today who's just incredible. She wakes up she has to be on the road at 2:15 in the morning. And she's an anchor woman, and she has to be dressed up, perfectly done. And she has 2 sons. And she wants to have even more people in her family. She wants to have more babies. And that's incredible. I asked her how she does it. She goes, I don't know. And one thing that we shared that we had in common was we just live one day at a time. I have a very busy practice. I love what I do. I work a lot of long hours. And it takes a lot for me to leave my office. I love my patients, and this is my passion in life. But my kids are also my passion. We also train jiu-jitsu. My week is Mondays. I love to either do hip hop or I do some kind of weight training. Tuesdays and Thursday nights are the female jiu-jitsu classes. I train in Tustin, and I'm committed to those classes. I like to take the co-ed classes on Sundays. If I could, I'll add Saturday mornings. If I could, I'll add Friday evenings. I definitely am in my office Monday and Wednesday evenings. I have morning, lunch, and evening hours. Just depends on the day. I work 5 to 7 days a week. I work around my workout schedule. I'm fortunate to be able to do that. I love being self-employed, because if I want to go to a seminar somewhere in the world, I can just say, hey, I'm going to go to this. I bring my family with me, whether that's my personal development training, my acupuncture training. I would love to go to jiu-jitsu tournaments and seminars around the world. I mean, last year I did 9 tournaments. I am taking a break right now. I'm doing a lot of personal training on my own so that I get better, just wanting to take my jiu-jitsu to the next level, wanting to take my acupuncture to the next level all the time. I do seminars with my teacher, Dr. Tan, often. I try to be with him as often as I can, which is not as frequent as I need to be, but if it's at least a couple of times a year, I'll do it. If I do my personal development training at least once or twice a year, I'll do it. And when I do my acupuncture training with any other teachers also, I'll do it. But for the most part, I try to follow Dr. Tan. It's just, my life is packed, but I try to schedule it around my workout schedule. For other people, they don't have that opportunity. And I'm fortunate because I have a husband who works around my training schedule and my work schedule. I can work long hours because he will pick up the kids on certain days. And or those nights that we train, sometimes he'll be able to train or he's stuck at work. So, the driving around, the being a parent, the making sure that they go to swimming classes, the dance classes, the sports activities. I want to hear those from you. And when I talk to moms, I hear this a lot. I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm alone just driving all around town, just taking care of kids. But we're all doing that. There are a lot of you seasoned parents out there. We would love your wisdom. I feel like I'm credible enough right now to do this because I have an 11-year-old and a 4-year-old. She's turning 5 in early July. And so I have somewhat of a handle down. It wasn't easy in the beginning. My advice for new parents is those first 18 months, just expect them to be hard. And do your best to keep your marriage together those first 5 years if you're married. Because the expectations between wives and husbands is intense sometimes. The expectations can be totally different, and it can cause some conflicts sometimes. And when those conflicts happen and kids are involved, it can be very not comfortable in the house. My husband lost his job 3 times. The IT industry was very tough, very volatile in the beginning of our marriage. And it was tough. He was not employed when I was pregnant. That was hard. And, it was a challenge. And not having a lot of money was a challenge. And somehow we kept it together. But, that's something that I like to share with people because now I'm a lot more established as an acupuncturist. I'm a lot more established as a business owner. My husband's been very established with his company. So, we've come very far in 12.5 years of marriage, but it almost broke us, him not having a job those 3 times. And I remember not knowing how we were going to make rent 2 weeks after I gave birth to my older daughter. So, the concept of how to make more money, how to be a better parent, how to be better at the things that we love to do, whether you're doing a martial art or if you play in an orchestra. Or I have a patient who I've been working with her for a while. She has her 3rd son now. Her kids are older. And she's finally, after I think 5 years, went back to acting. That's her love. And 5 years of not doing that. I gave up martial arts for 8 years. That was tough. It was tough. But it was a decision that I made. I knew that when I got pregnant, that I was going to that I was not going to go back to train until a year after our 2nd child was born. I made that decision because I'm an only child and I knew nothing about parenting, and I wanted to just give everything I had to becoming a really good mom. That was the decision I made, and not many people are willing to do that, but that was a sacrifice I was willing to make. So, I'm happy that it's been 3 years now and I've been able to train. And a year before that, I was able to do kickboxing. Not sparring with anyone, but just kicking a bag. That was pleasurable to me because I didn't do anything. I did other types of workouts, but for some reason, I just made it a point to not do anything martial arts related. There are other things that I give up, like I play the violin and I'm not in an orchestra. I'm not a super brilliant violinist, but I can play pretty decently, and I can play in an orchestra, especially if I have the time to practice, and I just don't have the 2 to 5 hours a day to practice. I love to act. I'm not acting. Those acting hours are primarily in the evening. If I were to do theater, those are all evening hours. I choose to do jiu-jitsu instead. Something has to give. I am at my acupuncture clinic instead. Something has to give. I would love to try to make my way as an actress, but then I have to give up my job as an acupuncturist and be here. I kind of have to be at my office if I'm going to be practicing acupuncture. It took me a long time to build my practice. My first 7 years, I didn't make a profit. That was a sacrifice. I had to work all kinds of jobs just to build my dreams as an acupuncturist. So building my dreams, wanting to be a parent, wanting to be a present parent, and wanting to make sure I raise healthy kids. And if it matters, my kids have never been on antibiotics, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that my kids are not medicated with any, if they get sick, I have a saying, 2 days is too long. You will rarely ever see my kids sick. They take herbs every day. Do you take herbs every day? It's not fun, but she does it, making sure that they eat their vegetables, things like that. So if you're a parent and you have any pearls of wisdom, or if you have any questions, but especially if you have anything that you want to share, this is the platform where I want us to be able to share what we go through. Seasoned parents, give us your advice. New parents, share with us what you want. I want to create this for myself, with my circle of friends all around the globe, my family all around the globe, where we can say, hey, this is challenging, but this is how I'm doing it. And this is a way where we can recognize each other's efforts. We can say, hey, this is an awesome way that you're doing this, and maybe I can implement some of what you're doing into my life. For myself, I do my whole life around my workouts. I have to. I treat myself almost daily. I have to. I love to play my violin, so I'll play with my daughter. I'm actually happy that she plays the violin because I can play with her. There are things that she does that I don't do. Like, she's a great dancer, and I don't ballet. I don't do jazz. I don't know how to tap. I'm not flexible like she is. She does tumbling. And this one is on her path to doing that. Do you like to dance? Yeah? So share with us your pearls of wisdom. Send us your videos. Send us your photos. Send us whatever you want to share. Write your articles. We would love to hear from you. I hope you feel comfortable on this platform. It is all about being better, and that's why I call this website Committed to a Better Me. And one thing that I want to share, part of the reason why I feel this is a platform to do it, is because I have a girlfriend named Dina, and she has words to live by. Every day I want to do better jiu-jitsu than yesterday. And I feel those are words of wisdom for anything we do. I want to be a better acupuncturist today than I was yesterday. I want to be a better mom today than I was yesterday. I want to be a better wife today than I was yesterday. And so it's those little wins that create success for us. So I hope that this is a platform that many of you will, take advantage of, that you'll share, that you'll learn from. I definitely will. And this can be an online service for the entire world that's free and has purpose behind it. All right, thank you so much. Feel free to email me anytime at anna@moveyourqi.com. That's anna@moveyourqi.com. I have two websites, moveyourqi.com and committedtoabetterme.com. All of the updates, everything that's mom-dad related is going to be on this website. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. Say bye-bye. What's your name?
Jellybean.
Your name is Jellybean? Is your name Anais? Have a great night.